Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to GrowedUpGeek Gaming, your home for narrative and roleplay focused Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live play campaigns. We're here on a special night, Monday night. Real life stuff got in the way, so we threw together a very special episode tonight of our usual Wednesday show, Dynasty of Dragons. Actually, episode 25 tonight, a big one. At least I like round numbers, so that's cool. We will do intros, quick recap, and then jump right into, I know I say this every week, but a very big episode. So hopefully you'll stay tuned. I'll start. I'm Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. If you like what we do here, give us a like, follow, subscribe, high five, fist bump, consent given, pat on the butt. Anything to show your support. It just really means the world to us when people write up. On YouTube, we are getting close to 100 subscribers, which gives us our custom URL, which makes it way easy to promote the channel. So if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, please do that. We are live here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights on Twitch, twitch.tv/GrowedUpGeek. Tuesday night for What Lurks Below, our Lovecraftian mini-series with guest DM Sam. I get to play in that, so that's great. Wednesday night, this show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Dynasty of Dragons, our high-level limited campaign. And then our newest show, Friday at 10 p.m., Legacy of Blood, a special drow little mini-series that we're doing just to kind of round out a schedule and finish out the year. All of our videos are available on YouTube Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, the day before the shows air, the previous week's episode. So, yeah, I think that's it. All right, I think that's it for me. Let us meet our amazing and flexible schedule-having cast. Let us start. We'll just go down the road. Let us start with Eric. Tell us about Gib.
Yeah, Gibb's been with the party for a while now. Starting to feel like a veteran. Very excited about large raccoons. I mean, he's been trying to ride things for a while. He has to keep up with the party. They're very quick. So the opportunity to ride some giant raccoons has been exciting. But yeah, feeling a little concerned that we kind of got drawn out here and it perhaps was a fool's errand and we might have to rush back to town. So we'll see what happens, what tonight brings.
All right, very good. Let us slide over to our paladin. Raz, tell us about Daemion.
Yeah, quite the opposite, actually. He's probably feeling the best he has in a while, because for the first time, we know that we're not too late, and that's huge. Also, recently, one of his best friends gained the ability to fly, and that's been all kinds of fun. Looking forward to doing some more crazy shenanigans with that as well. So he's had a pretty good day so far, to be perfectly honest.
All right, yeah. Last episode, Daemion trained flying mounts, so good to go there. We still Peduncle, or does he get like a new name, like a Pokemon when he evolves?
No, he's still the same.
Okay.
Same guy, same personality and everything, just different shape
and form of locomotion. Okay, like I said, I didn't know if he got like a more aggressive name. Peduncax? I don't know. Whatever it'd be. I don't work for Nintendo.
Is he still neigh and whinny?
Like a soft...
No, for sure not.
That'd be dope, though. What the fuck? All right, awesome.
I think the biggest change for him now is having opposable thumbs. That's pretty crazy.
Or just digits in general.
Yeah.
These things are fucking great, you guys. All right, awesome. Next, we slide over to Nick. Tell us about Banquo.
Yeah, Banquo is the soldier scholar. He's been on this quest for a good long time, and he knows he's got a lot more to go. Yeah, he's kind of bewildered by specifically what started happening here, because when we first came to this part of the map, the continent, whatever, seemed like things were going to be pretty calm, and then they became very quickly not so calm.
I think the thing to really like note on here is that when you showed up, everything was fine, which is kind of rare for you guys. Oh, okay. Cool. Didn't want to answer my question. Fair enough. All right. Let us finish up with Tim. Tell us about Umdar.
Sure. Umdar had been feeling a little bit like a lone wolf up until the past couple of, I don't know, weeks or days. But now being surrounded by all these people that either turn into dragons or are riding dragons or are flying around in the air. Yeah, these are her people. She's feeling pretty confident with the decision she made to stick with them all those weeks back.
All right. All right, everybody with a new sense of resolve. Gib got to ride something. Daemion's really feeling it. Banquo out and about. And then Umdar, happy to be here. All right. So last week, 2 weeks ago, the party, having been used one of these teleportation spells found in not only the mansion in Thay, but also in the Dragon Vault as well, as some sort of fast travel system between Dragon Vaults, found themselves in the very southeast corner of the known Forgotten Realms. Little kind of civilization habited by halflings. They appeared in a religious building, temple of some sort, on the morning of a very important religious ceremony. The cleric of the temple saw the arrival of the party as some sort of sign from their god that they were on pursuing the correct course, allowed them to stay, showed them around. They met a lot of the villagers, including the owner of the Trashy Panda Inn, Engelbert Humblekeep, the mayor, Celeste Goldworthy, a enchantress named Esmeralda, tradesmaster named Burno, a smith named Farah, supply store owner named Adelard, and then past one shop that they didn't quite encounter, which would be run by a halfling named Merrick Knifewood. Met some people, saw some interesting things, including something of a blast from the past, an interesting piece of armor that the party has encountered throughout their travels. After meeting the town and kind of finding something to pass the time, they were made aware of a certain former member of the town who was not chosen to be High Cleric, and become kind of a disaffected from the town, and was rumored to be setting fires as a kind of like temper tantrum, perhaps. Party set out, encountered this angry, disaffected halfling, only to find out that spoke some ominous words and threatened almost the kind of uselessness of their attempts. Talk some smack. The party cast a lot of stab and other vicious spells and attacks, eventually knocking down the druid while the fire still burns. The day has turned into mid-afternoon for a nighttime ceremony. The party still atop their noble, large-scale raccoons that they had been gifted as beasts of burden and modes of transport by the halfling population, as well as a special amulet that not only bound them to the rider, but as well as allowed them to kind of dismiss them and summon them back very quickly. So we will pick it up tonight. Episode 25, Dynasty of Dragons. A Dynasty Reacquainted is what we're going to go with tonight. So you stand there a few hours by dire raccoon ride through the forest away from the town. The fires continue to burn, not as like a statement of any kind of still present magic, but just simple physics of wooded lands burning. And you can see it's starting to get dark. The fire elementals are gone. Everything is gone. And as the fires, you'll see they'll eventually kind of go out. Big body of water in the middle. But as it turns to late afternoon, what would you like to do at this point in the day? We'll start real quick. We'll just go down the line real quick, and then you guys can go ahead and make a decision. All right, Gib, halfling, druid, disaffected. Maybe you relate. You know what it's like to be part of the clergy, that maybe you feel so strong in your beliefs that somebody not recognizing that could turn, kind of ugly. So you've seen this guy, he's upset, wasn't chosen, maybe, reacted poorly. But now that he's been kind of dealt with, what's Gib thinking, and what is Gib's next move going to be?
Gibbs thinking we should probably get back to town. Not sure there's any reason to be dallying out here. I believe he announced to us that we were fools, right? So Gibbs thinking maybe this was all an elaborate ruse to draw us out here and keep us out of town.
Okay. Gibbs' first move wants to head back to town. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Daemion, feeling it. You evolved. Peduncle evolved. I know you really love my antagonistic bad guys, so you got a little bit of that. You got to stab him a little bit. What's Daemion thinking now?
Well, now that we know that, at least for the time being, we still have a chance to get to the next vault first. Priority number one. I mean, it always was priority number one, but now with a sense of urgency, we need to figure out where it is and get there as fast as possible. Okay. One track mind. If we can get there first, we have the potential to stop a lot of bad things from happening around here, like we've seen at some of the other areas that we visited.
Yeah, Mirabar didn't go well. So, justifiably so. All right. Banquo, you're out here. You have defeated the kind of thing you've been sent to do. You curious about this religious ceremony? What are you thinking? What are you thinking now?
So Banquo doesn't really know anything about gem dragons. He barely knows about that there are different types of dragons with different types of dragon weapons, etc. So he may not suspect as strongly as I, the player, do that the Sapphire God is a Sapphire dragon, but he does think that it's got to be no coincidence that their ceremony with this god is happening at the same time as we're needing to be here for this dragon vault. So he's thinking they might be related.
Okay, it's fair enough. All right, Umdar, we've seen the occasional thought, at least kind of in the Discord, about the beginnings of a dragon cult forming in Umdar's mind. How's that train of thought going? And what are you thinking right now, having defeated the druid?
Umdar is pretty much of the same mind as Daemion as far as what's most important, getting to this next vault. But the motivation is certainly different. It's more about getting the experience of maybe seeing another dragon, if the dots are connected in her mind the way that she thinks there's certainly another dragon not too far beyond, not too far in the future if they head right to the vault, which only makes her claim to founding this dragon cult stronger.
Yeah, we're gonna see it from the ground up,
perhaps one of these. Yeah.
All right. Hey, before we kill anybody, let me take some notes. So, who'd like to fill out a survey? Just curious about your experience here in Service of a Dragon. All right, so you've noticed that despite your great speed of your dire raccoons, I think is what we're going to go with, you did travel like quite a distance at quite a good clip, nimbly, quickly, adorably, looking like little you've mounted burglars running through the woods. Despite all that, you have noticed that it is getting about to be turning on late afternoon. You have heard about the ceremony starting at dark. Anybody have anything they would like to do, or we just heading home?
Umdar would like to check on her order at the Enchantress's studio.
Okay. Anything out here?
Oh no.
We're heading home?
No, just head back to town.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we. I can't remember exactly what we did at the end of the battle last time. Was there anything worth investigating, like maybe on this this halfling guy before we go?
Oh,
We didn't really investigate.
yeah. So hold on. I actually have notes for that.
And he's prepared.
And I changed the session yesterday for no stupid reason other than I didn't have anything for my brain to do.
Forget childcare.
So as it was defeated, it was engulfed in one kind of giant, like, ball of fire, leaving like essentially nothing except for like what looks like just a tiny little medallion, whatever was used to hold it, probably around their neck, burned off in the fire.
A medallion, you said?
Yes, it's about like this big. It has two holes like drilled in the top of it, like you would run a string through it.
Any particular iconography?
Give me a nature check, please.
Daemion's specialty, as we all know. A 3.
It just looks like a bunch of kind of not perfectly concentric circles.
Probably just toss it to Banquo. He tends to be the more knowledgeable.
Can you describe it again?
If you would like to give me a nature check, go nuts.
Okay.
It's meaningless to me, so my interest in it has waned.
Guidance self, as I take a peek at it. Well, it's in that one. So it's a max of 7, so I'm not going to bother with the guidance. No, I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
You're going to take away pretty much what Daemion took away from it, like oddly spaced and not like perfectly like equal concentric circles.
Well, who knows? Might have some use later.
All right. Country roads take us home.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Place where dragons roam.
West Virginia. So you're going to head back to town at a good clip. Your raccoons, ever responsive and nimble, even as it starts to get dark. They don't seem to be hampered by any vision issues, and you even notice that perhaps you're going faster than you did on the way out. Upon coming back to town, it is unbelievably still. It is not a very big place, and everybody this morning kind of intentionally came out to greet you as unexpected visitors. And it is still like crickets. For every step that every single one of your raccoons takes is the loudest thing going. All you see as you wait into town is the mayor. She is just exquisitely dressed. just kind of standing there. You can see you're kind of fidgeting a little bit, and as you kind of, gallop nobly up on your little trash pandas, or your giant trash pandas, as it were. I was worried. We saw the fire burning, and we weren't sure if you were coming back. Oh my God, it's so great. So did you take care of it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Whew. Just with everything going on tonight, we didn't, we can't really have any disruptions to the ceremony. Okay, great. Just as a token of our thanks here for allowing us to worship our God as we choose, we're going to let you have those amulets, and you can keep them. The creatures will be bound to you. You can summon and dismiss them like most average things. We're not a very rich town, and we can't really reward you with money, but we figured that this was something that could aid you in future travels. It's the least we could do. So just our way of saying thank you.
We get to keep the trash pandas? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hear that, Walter? You're coming with us.
You already named yours?
Yeah.
I don't know what sounds a raccoon makes, or else I'd really try my best to make raccoon sounds.
Oh,
man.
I want to hear you try.
I don't even know where to begin to know whether I'm like even tempting it. Like,
Well, you do it, and we'll tell you if you're warm or cold.
nah, we'll worry about that after the break. Somebody working Trash Panda roleplay in the second half. And
You already named the damn thing. It's gonna make it that much more crushing when it dies.
I don't like to kill mounts. It's kind of shitty unless they fight. Sorry.
You killed mine, asshole.
Yeah, but he fights. It's not my fault. I didn't just kill him while he was like at the trough.
But Uncle does kick some ass.
Yeah, I mean, one day he was definitely the MVP of the session.
Yeah, he was crushing it.
So she seems very kind of like animated, and while she's trying to talk to you, you can see she's trying not to get dirty or anything. Okay, well, I have somewhere very important to be. There are a couple of people who have waited behind. I think they have business with you. But I would ask that you be quick with them. We do have a ceremony to get to. You are more than welcome to attend. The cleric really believes in the providence of your arrival.
So do we, I think.
And then she's going to give you a curt little bow while making sure to hike up her skirt so it doesn't get like dusty in the road. And then she is going to scamper off to the docks and the rowboats and begin rowing herself across the little channel to the island where you were when you first arrived.
She's rowing herself.
Yeah.
Such a humble mare.
I think she was waiting on you guys. And but yeah, so as she kind of scurries away, I know they're small and it's a little bit dark, but you'll notice two people, two of the halflings you met earlier in the day, also dressed very well, not as well as the mayor, but standing outside, seeing you, riding up on your noble trash pandas. And all of them kind of expectantly looking at you. You will notice the smith and Esmeralda the enchantress appear to be the only people left in town.
I'll have to go see if the smith was able to figure out my newly acquired bracer. Last thing I knew, she was really going at it.
All right. You're going to head out over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna just saunter over on Walter.
As she notices you, it looks good on you. Does. You are never gonna guess what I found. And she's gonna reach into this sack that she has, like she's holding, and she's gonna pull out like, you know, a very finely crafted bracer. They're not ambidextrous. They, you know, just the slight little bends of the arm. You notice that she has managed to make what was like a right-handed one now a left-handed one.
Wait. She made a second one, or she changed?
She
She
changed it.
changed it. Ah, why'd you do that?
It was mostly to see if I could. After you left,
Yeah.
I found a book. So, do you know what this is? And she's gonna kind of like hold it up, like the metal. She's gonna clang on it. You know what this is? It's not iron. It's not steel.
Wow.
It's not anything from this world.
Oh,
This
what is it then?
is a meteor.
What's that?
Something that came from space.
Oh, that's what some people call the heavens, where Salune lives.
This rock, I found record of it, crashed somewhere. The rumor says Mirabar. They're not really sure where. About 2,000 years ago.
Mirabar, you're saying?
All the lords, all of the nobility, all of the rulers of all of the Forgotten Realms were brought together to decide what to do with this. And everybody decided that each kind of faction, nation, group represented at this meeting was going to be entitled to an equal share of the rock to do with as they please, to discover what they may discover, that at the time it was looked at as a common bond between once warring peoples, that the pursuit and the study of whatever this was and whatever it could be would make people put aside their differences and their warmongering and maybe pursue something greater that benefits all of us. Sounds good, right?
Yeah. So
Then-
why is it a bracer?
Then somebody came in and stole it.
Who would be able to do such a thing?
I don't know. This is where the story gets a little weird because I found it written in two different places. This rock is bigger, and it's going to point to the mining guild, which is the building like literally right next door. This one. That rock, bigger than that building. And according to everything I read, stolen by an old man and a pretty woman.
Fascinating. So does it act like a real bracer, or is it
It is
just decorative?
It is the strangest, strongest metal I've ever worked with. And the kicker doesn't respond to heat.
Ooh.
Cold is how you work it. Nobody would have ever thought of that. Put my theory to the test. Made this righty a lefty. Almost positive I can make this into anything you want.
Anything. Oh. Fascinating. What do I want, boys? That is the question. You said it. You think it came from Mirabar?
That's where it crashed.
Yeah, I think I've been there. It's a gay club in Providence.
Your options here, Gib?
Well, she said she can make it into anything that I want.
You know,
What
given
do
the
I want?
given the material, like the
Right.
I can't make you an airship, but I can make you probably like a sword.
Enter won't.
What?
You're always saying how you need to protect the assets. Perhaps the new cod piece.
You don't know how riding Walter might chafe over the long term.
It's true. It might chafe. Indeed. I'm just looking at my actual the hell I'm wearing. What I'm carrying here. Oh man. Yeah, I think. Could you shape this into a battle axe of some kind?
She kind of looks at it.
Would it hold an edge? Would it keep an edge?
Oh, it'll hold an edge. Yeah.
I think.
If not, I could definitely make this into quite the battle axe head for sure.
Awesome. Let's do that.
All right. Sure. I'm actually excited to do it. So this is what we'll do. I'll get started tomorrow. We have somewhere to be. But I just wanted you to know that I solved the problem, and I was hoping you would want something because I want to see what this can do.
That'll be awesome.
All right. Well, as you understand, I got a religious thing to go to. I'll be off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Esmeralda's been waiting for you. Don't let her talk your ear off. And then she's gonna kind of wander off to a rowboat and row herself as well across the way.
You know, Gib, if it's a metal that doesn't really have any reaction to heat, a shield against fire-breathing creatures.
Shield would be good too.
Yeah.
A little buckler.
Yeah, I have a pretty good shield already. That's the trade-off.
Daemion's actually sitting here pondering, like, this revelation that it can be worked with cold is huge.
Yeah.
He's still got, unbeknownst to half of this group, an entire set of that fucking armor that we haven't found a use for yet. But God, now that I know how to work that metal, I finally have a use for all that shit.
No shit.
Asteroid space metal?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Been hauling that crap around.
Clanging around.
Literally the entire fucking campaign.
Peduncle's like, this shit sucks, bro. It's fucking heavy.
Paul, maybe you can ask this smith to turn it in, or you can work it yourself, right?
So, yeah, I make all my own equipment.
Yeah.
All right, so she scurries off. Umdar, quick to get to Esmeralda. She's outside.
Yeah.
Smoking.
That was a fascinating story, Gib, but
she's smoking a pipe, actually. And despite while everybody was kind of talking to not only the mayor and the smith, she was very aware that you were here and, was waiting her turn, hitting her pipe, but looking at you, waiting expectantly. And then as you walk up, she almost appears like startled, like she wasn't sure that you were there. What are you doing? Can I help you?
I was here earlier. You said that it wouldn't take you more than a part of a day to finish the work. Oh, how much did you eat?
Oh, earlier today? Well, no.
You didn't eat all of it, did you?
No. Oh, no. No, you can see, like, she got, like,
dragon dust,
gritty purple, in her teeth.
This purple, like she's been eating purple rock candy or something.
Yeah. And no, it's not delicious. Oh yes, here. And she's gonna pull out staff. It's very nice. It's got like a helix kind of inlay of what appears to be like custom fit amethyst into this very nice quarterstaff. Not really sure what it does. Looks pretty nice. It's hit or miss. Not always perfect. Don't go swinging it around here. Don't want to get hit. but I think you'll like what it does, if it does anything.
I kind of hold it up to my face, and the amethyst kind of glows and sparkles purple light across my green face, and my eyes get big. Looks like it's going to be fun.
All right. Well,
Is it out of character? Is it the same properties that we talked about?
Yes.
Or... Okay. So I give it a couple of swings.
well, be careful. Put your eye out.
All right. Well, I will be careful. And what do I owe you for this? Did I already pay you? I can't remember.
No, I don't think you did. Let's just say I get to keep whatever dust I didn't eat.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but if you get your fill, please hold on to whatever doesn't make its way in your gut.
All right, well, we'll see. I am getting kind of full. But I need to be going now. Religious ceremony,
very
you know.
kind of you.
Very well. And then she is just going to kind of hit her pipe and take like a couple of steps, like towards the dock, look back at you, take like one big long hit off her pipe, cherry glowing really bright, and then just exhale smoke, like a lot of it. And when the smoke kind of clears, maybe it's in your face, I don't know, she's kind of rude. She's going to be gone.
Okay. I'm going to give one more flourish of my quarterstaff, and at like the peak of my swing, a trail of purple light follows the staff's motion.
It's the only it's so bright that it actually kind of brightens up. There's no torches lit. There's no anything in this town. Everybody left. So it's actually going to kind of brighten up the streets a little bit.
Wow.
Like the chick at Burning Man. As you look across the water, the mayor has made her destination. The smith just about getting there now. You can see the small little island across the little bit of water with a very noticeable source of light kind of peeking out through the canopy of trees.
So yeah, I was going to ask. We can see the island, but can we? How much detail can we see from where we are?
It's heavily forested, so from this perspective, I mean, you can see the entirety of it. It's not very big, but just through all of the trees and everything, you can't really see. You can see the mayor kind of make her way from the dock and then into the more wooded part. The smith, kind of the same thing, but out of like the kind of center of the island, there's a very obvious source of light.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are we just left alone now in town? So did the blacksmith and the other one just fucked off?
Yeah.
What we're gonna do, boys? We're gonna head over.
I think that's a reasonable direction.
To hopefully find some kind of lead, because by morning I really want to get going.
Well, is there anything you want to snoop around here, or anything you want to do around here before we head over? We kind of have the whole village to ourselves.
I didn't really get any like suspicious vibes of any people here that would make me think we need to go snooping around in their shit.
All right.
Off you go.
Yeah, I think so.
You managed to all get into one of the rowboats. Make your way.
Fuck that.
What?
I don't travel by
Oh.
boat anymore. That's for plebs.
So 3 of you get in the boat as Daemion zooms off, like X-wing style, skimming the water across the way. You'll notice a myriad of docks, all of them full, only one mooring available. You're going to come off, find the path, and as you make your way like along the path, you're going to see it kind of branch off, which you're going to recall where you arrived on the island in the temple. But as you look, the source of light is going to be kind of on the direct path instead of like breaking off to go towards the temple where you arrived. Eventually you make your way. You see the entirety of the village, as well as some of the halflings you did not meet. Standing by this kind of like naturally descending path into what appears to be like a rock face. It's about 10 feet below kind of the ground as you see it, with a very impressive door. The High Cleric standing in front of it, as well as the mayor standing in front of her. In front of him. And then all of the other halflings from the village all kind of gather around and seem to be in good spirits. All of them dressed a lot better than they were this morning.
The mayor here, close to the top.
Yeah. No. This one, right by the cleric. This one, that's the mayor.
Oh. Okay. Have we met the cleric yet?
He was the guy who greeted you
greeted us
when you arrived.
That's right. Thank you. Well, I'll approach and ask where the good seats are.
Oh, come, brothers and sisters. Thank you for all that you've done to allow this night to happen. We were worried that as people of faith, when a non-believer is amongst us, that it can poison the purity of spirit of a place. And while we understand his being upset at not being judged worthy of this position, we do mourn his loss as we mourn any of our brothers and sisters. But in its place, the Sapphire God has saw fit to bring us 4 champions to witness our civilization's most holy moment. And all of like the citizenry kind of turns around and gives you all like a nice little applause. The mayor's kind of, building you up. Or not the mayor, the clerics kind of building you up. Yes, tonight we seek out our holiest of relics. We bless them upon our sister who goes into tonight's ceremony with eyes wide open, with pure giving spirit, knowing the cost of her devotion. And again, all the halflings kind of give a nice little clap, and she gives, like a nice little bow. Come forth, brothers and sisters. Gather round. See our holiest of moments. up close for yourselves.
So we are going to get front row seats, huh? Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
Just walk right through the middle. But Uncle, we need you over here.
They are
control.
they are halfling, so it's even if they're like densely packed, like
They're still halflings.
yeah. I mean, like a big overstep. You could probably step over their shoulders.
I was about to say, like, on Peduncle, I could probably just go over that.
Yeah. Hey,
Not
look,
really
y'all,
have
be
an issue.
careful down there. All right.
I'll just kind of step over them into the air with my moon boots.
Okay. You smell incense, synonymous with like religious ceremonies. Torches kind of burn half as a safety measure to make sure people don't fall in the little kind of cut here in the rock, but also to light the celebrants. And they begin like a long kind of impassioned, almost monotonous story about how this island came to be and how they were fighting. What were they fighting? Mind flayers. When they talked about how their like original, they called him Abraham, surprisingly enough, saw forth, grabbed their holy relic, used his devotion to embody the powers of the Sapphire God, ridding the nation of mind flayers and allowing this civilization to kind of thrive eventually, becoming the civilization that they are today. Some of the people seem very excited. This is what they're living for. There are a couple of people here who look like the mayor's family. They're dressed in more gender specific versions of what she is wearing. And while everybody else is kind of jubilant and really into the spirit, these two seem exceptionally somber about it. They're not lifting their head. They're not looking. They're not participating in the songs or any of the kind of participatory things of this ceremony. As the cleric just kind of goes on in this kind of abstract halfling dialect at times, that could be kind of, proprietary words from their religious order. It could just be a local dialect of language, but he fades in and out between common. Every once in a while, the crowd responds in unison as the situation warrants. But the ceremony continues on. The mayor stands up there. She's proud as can be. The cleric has taken a moment, is now just kind of speaking with her. Looks like they're just kind of going over the next part of the ceremony. And everybody just kind of seems to be talking amongst themselves, except for the two that are sad.
Which two are they? Because I'm kind of standing right in the middle of them here.
Yeah.
It's going to be these two in the back.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. So Gibbs is going to make his way over. And so the whole ceremony is going on, right? And he's going to ask, it says, you two do not seem too thrilled to be here or not excited about what's to happen. What's the reason for your somberness?
We're so proud of our mother for being chosen to be the Sapphire God's avatar. It is the greatest honor that could be bestowed on this family. And
why is it? Go ahead.
We'll go down in history. We will be forever remembered. we will live in a new and safe world that our mother is going to bring in that she's not going to get to see.
Why not? What's about to happen?
If
So as Gib asked that question, you know, like when someone's thinking really hard in TV and like all the math the math and all the formulas just pop up on screen. Like, that's what's happening. It's like, shit, there's gonna be some sacrifice tonight.
we want to be honest with you after what you've done, but we worry that outsiders won't understand our beliefs and the reasons why we do these things. We're not visited by many travelers. Our notes of our existence and our way of life hasn't traveled very far.
So Gib's gonna like get down on one knee, be like, "Oh, explain it to me."
According to the texts, my mother will become the avatar of the Sapphire God. And if there is no problem, no foe that requires the strength and blessings and power of the Sapphire God, then our Sapphire God will come. It will bless us with our presence and send us on our way. But if there is a problem, as soon as it is dealt with, to save our mother from the long-term effects of her being the avatar, she must die so that we may live.
And this is the only way.
This is the only way.
Well, tell me truly, friends, since we've gotten here, the villagers have talked about a problem, but no one's really spoken about it. Can you tell me what everyone's so worried about?
The fires, the vindictiveness of one of our own to harm us. We worry he's not himself, and that something larger may be the cause and has such infected one mind thus far, maybe more. And rather than risk that, we stand here today to sacrifice her, and she goes willingly, like any mayor would, to protect her people. But I'm going to miss her.
Your sacrifice is just as great as hers.
It's all very bizarre. Never seen a live sacrifice before, gotta be honest. But I'm gonna get this dragon cult off the ground. I guess I gotta get used to this stuff.
So we going like across? Like, how are we doing this? At this point, the kind of small conversation between the cleric and the mayor has ceased. He looks around. Newcomers, come.
Pardon me, excuse me, just a moment. Let me just go. I'll squeeze right in here. Sorry about that.
I wasn't planning on participating.
We
Just here to watch.
Very well. We only ask you participate if you feel comfortable. Our beliefs are not universally held, and we would not dare ask you to conflict with already established beliefs. In exchange, we would ask you to not stop us in our manner of worship in the same way we respect yours. We have safeguards in place. We have many things. Our mayor is happy. She is just ecstatic to be standing up there. So as long as we are allowed to practice our ceremony freely, we would invite you to stay. And as travelers yourselves, upon leaving here, inform the world what you've seen and how devotion to your God can empower your entire civilization if you all share one belief.
Damien's bullshit detector's going off.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of rolls back in, begins chanting, arms, up in the sky, this whole thing, hip hop hooray. All of the halflings around you start doing it too. So suddenly there's like a lot of hands by like your faces that, usually you get all this space of just unencumbered view. Now there's little tiny hands like all everywhere, flailing about. They sing, they sing, they sing. And it goes on and on. The two more solemn ones continue to be solemn. The rest of the crowd really starting to get into it. Like the anticipation, everybody's like really belting out these songs at the top of their lungs. And just really getting into it. The cleric as well. The mayor now as well. The entire time she is facing the door, while the mayor is facing like the crowd. So she's not looking the same way as the cleric. As the songs continue and continue and continue, everybody give me a perception check, please.
Oh yeah, we roll dice in this game.
Eventually, sometimes.
Got a 9.
Okay.
In the meantime, Gib is gonna reach over and give Banquo a little vigilant blessing, granting him advantage on his next initiative roll.
Well, thanks, neighbor. And on my perception, I got a 29.
Okay.
Dean from Umdar.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay.
T.
Banquo, as like the intensity of this whole thing kind of starts to really like amp up. Everybody's singing, the eyes closed, that whole thing. You're going to notice in the darkness, the door kind of recessed into this rock face begins to glow.
Of course it does.
Stone in the rock face.
The door.
Oh,
The
because
door.
this is like, it goes into like an underground thing. Like this is a hill.
Oh, I'm just now seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's going up like it's like a hobbit hole.
What color is the door glowing? Is it
Blue.
Shit. This is normally where we would tell somebody to detect magic, but we don't have anybody with it.
Oh, I do.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Clerics do
Oh,
get to
shit.
detect magic, don't they? Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
You're going to notice kind of this
Casted.
like almost ambiance of like just kind of inherent magic, not necessarily from anything in like the ground or the trees or as if this place was magical, but the cleric, the mayor, and everybody singing seems to be kind of projecting this little aura of magic that, with everybody kind of smashed in together, glows like brightly.
Hmm. Do we want to stop this? Are we worried about what's about to happen?
A little bit, but
Trying not to
a little curious.
trying not to prejudge here, but
Yeah. I don't feel in danger yet, but I am definitely getting myself ready for danger.
do we need to set up any reactions in case?
So I was just starting to look at my list. It's like, okay, what can I? Problem is, if I just start casting shit, they might start like thinking that we're attacking them. If we start casting spells in the middle of their ceremony, like,
Would they
something-
even notice, like, if with all the kind of ceremony and hoopla that's going on?
Well, I was
Probably
gonna say-
not, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck yeah. If we want to do something,
I
I
mean,
also
depending on where
have-
you're standing, like Gib, you might be in this, like where you are right now on the map. Gib, yes, because you are in like the front of everybody. Daemion way in the back with them all facing the cleric and the door. Yeah. Daemion could be giving them all the finger while buck naked on the back of Neo Peduncle, and nobody would notice.
It's going to
So
happen eventually.
I try to get Gibbs' attention, and in my pack that I have with me, I kind of open it up and I go, I got this. I pull out a bottle, which you might remember is a potion of resurrection that I acquired.
That's right.
So we might just be able to see this thing through.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. Oh, he will be soon. When are you going to be back? Tuesday. Tuesday? I think I'll go
think we
for a
need to-
walk.
Oh, it's a good move.
Just in case we don't want to interrupt the proceedings here.
So, are you going to like grab it by like the neck and like thumb off the cork just in case, like ready to go?
More or less have my hand on the bottle.
Okay.
So ready to use it as soon as the sacrifice is complete, and I can. I don't know what's about to happen.
Gib, how long does Detect Magic last?
Up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Are you going to keep it up, or are you satisfied with what you saw?
I'll keep it up just to see if anything changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chanting, the singing, everything about this ceremony continue. And it's really starting to get very like Kentucky tent revival intense. Every time you think this is the max that they can go in intensity, they manage to pick it up, and it's happened so gradually. And as it does, you're going to see the kind of group aura just get brighter from each individual kind of coming together to make a large magical kind of area where everybody stands. Two big noticeable voids with the two that aren't singing, and the door in front of you with your detect magic is almost so bright that you can't look directly at it.
Mm. Yeah, especially being in Twilight Park. Nothing's brighter than saloon day. Yeah, so Gib kind of just, tilts his head down, not a direct line of sight.
Okay. You good where you are?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm staying out front.
Anybody want
I'll like loosen my shield. Like, I just imagine at this point I'm like sitting cross-legged on the ground watching this, because I'm not gonna like stand up full like 6 feet with a bunch of hobbits. So I'll like take my shield out and like put it in front of me,
Okay. So the singing continues Everybody else good where they are? And with what they're doing?
Yeah, Umdar can get anywhere in a blank if she needs to.
Banquo will be kind of stepping up this way, kind of off from the side while he's trying to do his precasting, but he's gonna try to make it look like he's like, I don't know, joining in on the weirdness. I don't know. Like maybe he'll shoot up a couple prestidigitation fireworks as like a celebratory thing.
Okay. What color are they gonna be?
Well, the color motif here is this blue, so there'll be this blue.
Okay. You can see a bunch of them not breaking in song, but at least kind of looking in your direction, and that we see you, and like that kind of acknowledgement of appreciation, and at least the attempt to kind of fit in with what they're doing. And the whatever the halfling equivalent of hell yeah brother, you're getting a bunch of those. The singing's going to continue and everything's going to continue. And at this point, they are, everybody familiar with Flashdance, or just kind of runs in place, feet up and down. Anyway, it's like they're running in place because this Flashdance analogy is going fucking nowhere. They're all kind of like running in place, stomping their feet, to the point where you feel a slight little tremor as these, dozen or so halflings are just tramping on the ground, singing. Gib, everything is just bright. The amount of magic coming forth from them. And as they stamp and stamp and stamp, even Daemion, like at a concert, you can feel like the kind of percussive thing on your chest. You can feel that even though you are not in touch with the ground. Are you just kind of hovering on new peduncle on their feet?
Yeah, just a little ways up, trying to make sure that I have a good look around in case anything does happen. Okay. I want to be able to react quickly. Okay. And singing is going to intensify. Even the torches are going to grow brighter.
And it seems like they have stepped up their dancing and stomping, because what just was kind of cute and adorable when it was like a dozen halflings stomping their feet has really become something kind of noticeable. It seems like it is not just the happenings of halflings stomping in a religious ceremony. Everybody give me a perception check, please.
You said perception?
Yes.
Oh, not as good.
You've got a 4, so he's just like enjoying the show, not really think of anything else.
Banquo got a, what was that, 13? Yeah, he got a 13, so he got really into the fireworks thing.
Okay.
But he also cast mirror image on himself while he was basically raving.
Okay. Umdar, what'd you get?
Umdar rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
29 total.
Thank God, Jesus. I need somebody to fucking make this check.
Standing ready with her staff at this point and is feeling really tuned into the situation.
Not only has the intensity of the vibrations of the ground become more so, there is like a deeply felt rumble and heard that from like deep within the earth, and you can feel it. And as the sound becomes louder, it matches the new intensity of what you're feeling through your feet in the ground. It's going to get louder and louder to the point where none of you can ignore it. It is louder than the singing, which is loud as hell. It sounds like horses stampeding from underground. Just this quickening rumble. The ground is going to noticeably begin to shake. The halflings are going to kind of dial back the intensity as they are uncertain about what's going on. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
How do they dial back the intensity? Are we seeing them like manipulate magic, or is there a physical dial?
Not sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
15 for Umdar.
Okay.
16 for Gib.
Okay.
Unless you want me to roll with
20.
disadvantage because I'm sitting.
20. No, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Daemion, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit. I have to roll for.
Is Peduncle flying though?
Also
will you
a
be
20.
affected by the
Okay.
ground?
All right. And then Banquo, what'd you get?
Oh, sorry. It was a 19 plus 9.
Okay. All right.
No, 9. 19 plus.
The ground rumbling underneath you intensifies this audible stampeding of something underneath your feet begins so loud. The ground begins shaking. You almost lose your balance, hence the dexterity saving throw. And we are going to take our half show break right now. We will come back. We will find out what the dexterity saving throw is for and move right along into the rest of our show tonight. It is currently 8:24. We're going to take about a 10-minute break. Big shout out to our friends Hay Wilson and Wiley Hobbit for stopping by tonight. Thank you to my amazing cast for coming through on a night we don't usually do this, so thank you. But yeah, 8:24. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and we'll find out what's going on. See you on the other side. All right, we are back from our real life short rest. Before we went to break, the party participated in the beginnings of a very energetic and enthusiastic religious ceremony that is giving off just an intense amount of magic, as Gib can see through Detect Magic. And the stomping has led to a loud, deafening, sound of galloping horses, the ground rumbling underneath you. And as it does, you are going to feel the ground beneath you literally shift as a giant sinkhole opens.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody made their dexterity saving throw. So you would have been standing where the hole now is. So I will let everybody kind of move their token to where they think they would have been, to kind of hop back or scramble.
Same place I was.
Okay.
Yeah, Peduncle can just flap.
Okay. So Daemion, you're just going to let the ground fall underneath you and just peduncle.
Endings for plebs.
Okay.
Gives no fucks.
Heard. Okay. As you manage jumping back or employing another means of kind of locomotion through peduncle, the sinkhole, you're going to see every single member of this town just plummet down into the darkness. Their once fervent singing and enthusiasm is replaced by screams of terror that just as they fade into the darkness. You don't even hear the watermelon hitting the street sound. They just fall, and their screams are just muted out by depth and space.
Kind of scream where you have to take a second breath to continue.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? They're just...
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Do a flip.
Manny, query.
Yes.
Gib has dark vision to 300 feet. What can he see in this hole?
It's going to look essentially, which my map making skills will not quite convey, that a sinkhole literally just opened. You're going to see a perfectly round kind of shape, and it's just going to proceed almost straight down, from the hole into the darkness.
Okay, so can't really see the bottom. Can't see any of the halflings.
No.
Okay.
And if you are looking over the edge, lurking along the vertical faces of the hole, you're going to notice dark vision to 300 feet. It's dark outside. All right. You're going to see these giant 8 hairy-legged creatures climbing up the vertical face of the hole.
I don't like it.
Oh no.
So
So are they coming? Are they coming out then?
Yeah, they're coming up.
All right, so
they're
they're
coming
out
up the
already,
hole and out and into what was once a very jubilant space for a party. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Would love to roll initiative.
Don't forget your advantage there, Banquo.
Yeah. Let's see.
You have advantage on
I
initiative.
don't know how many. Oh, there we go. From a dirty 20 to a net 20.
Not great.
That was pretty cool. Thank you for that.
Gib got a 10.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Sorry, what was Umdar's?
15.
Sorry.
Um. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait until we're ready. That's his question.
Sorry, I was muted. The tiebreaker between Gibb and Daemion, who goes first?
Probably. I mean, my modifier is +1 to Dex.
+2.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Okay. All right. As the ground has just vanished beneath your feet, swallowing up, as best you can tell, the majority of the population of this halfling village, and out from this giant hole has crawled what you will now see in the, what light is available. These just vividly blue spiders crawl out of the hole. Banquo, you are first to act.
All right. Oh, I gotta double check resources. Okay, so I already did the mirror image. So
Do you want another Banquo token?
no, it's just a d20 that I roll whenever they hit me.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Okay. I will cast Hypnotic Pattern on. Yeah, 1 and 3.
Okay.
Double check something. So yeah, he will. He's going to pull out from a pocket a small. It's like a small tube, and he's gonna crack it in half, and he's gonna throw it over in between 1 and 3, and it's just gonna start glowing, and they're gonna be staring at it intently, and it's just a regular ass glow stick, but mechanically he casts Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. 1.
DC.
Okay. Not gonna.
It's high.
I don't.
18.
All right. Both of them are gonna fail.
All right. Now, unless they are immune to being charmed,
I don't think so. They are not.
then they are incapacitated and their speed becomes 0, and we can focus on the other 2. And I will call back to Umdar with a bardic inspiration, and I'll say, those creatures are distracted now. Come over to this one and go kapow. Bardic inspiration. That'll end my turn.
Nice. All right.
A D10.
Yes. Let me double check. Yeah, D10.
Okay. All right, Umdar, it
attack,
is you.
Save or check. Yeah.
Okay. I will do some flips and shit to safely traverse the distance.
Okay.
And begin walloping on this thing with my shiny new quarterstaff. Let's see. Uh, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And I need a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
That's going to be a 4.
Okay, so it'll be 10 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and target is this tarantula guy is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So with it stunned, do I have any advantage?
You have advantage on attacks against it.
Okay.
Not just
Everyone
him, right?
does.
It's anyone. Yeah, everyone in the party, right?
So I will make another quarterstaff attack.
Okay.
This one with advantage. 19 will hit.
Yep.
And then 2 more quarterstaff attacks.
Okay.
That'll be another hit. And 23 will hit.
Yes.
So
Isn't
it'll
that
be-
too many?
Not if I use my bonus action to do a flurry of blows.
Those have to be unarmed strikes.
I thought that they could be.
Can't use the monk weapon for this.
Oh, okay, fine. I headbutt him twice then.
Is it? Wow. Okay.
Headbutt a spider?
It's the same roll. So
Sounds awful, but
I like it.
all right, so that's going to be 15 plus 3d8. So not good rolls. 18. 21 more bludgeoning damage.
All right. You are going to headbutt this thing right in the cluster of eyes. It's a spider, so it's a carapace. And it's just going to be like you headbutted like a ceramic pot. Just crunch. Like all in. Don't worry about what's on your face. You're a little sticky. And it's just going to slump dead. Looking like you caved
Sweet.
its skull in. Is that it for you?
That's gonna end Umdar's turn.
All right. It is the only. And what? I don't get to make a save on the two that are incapacitated, right? They just are.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get them out of it, you got to knock out my concentration.
Okay. All right. The one that is right next to Daemion is gonna kind of rear back and spit some spiderweb action at it. That's going to be an 18 to hit. No, right?
It's making an attack against me?
Yeah.
Well, it would be at disadvantage then, because we're in melee range.
Am I that close? Oh yeah, I am right up on you. All right, that's going to be a 9.
For sure, no.
Okay. That's going to be it for the spider's turn. Other two are incapacitated. One of them's dead. All right. Daemion, it is you.
Right. Let's return the favor. Booming Blade, the first is a 16 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And even then, you overachieved.
Wow. These are not as scary as I was anticipating. So that'll be 19 damage.
Okay.
We'll follow it up with another one. 22 to hit.
Yes.
For 29 damage.
Okay. It too.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Just crushing down. You two, also a little sticky. And it's just going to slump down in like this kind of crunching, like potato chip bag kind of sound.
Was definitely expecting more resistance from that. So instead of what I was going to do, we will fly over here, place ourselves between this spider and everyone else, and Peduncle is going to try out his claw attacks.
Oh, nice. Let's see what these finger things are about.
Yeah. That one's probably no good. A 9.
Okay, 9, no. I was like, try me.
He's
But
getting used to his new feet.
but that's okay because the 23 will probably get the job done.
It will.
So that is 9 slashing damage.
Okay. Which one's this? Number 1. All right.
Which will, I believe, wake it up from its whatever, its distractedness. Nick?
I'm sorry, say again.
Is it?
Damage.
It's no longer.
Oh yeah, number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back to normal after it
It's
takes
free.
damage.
Okay.
And I'll just stay there, make sure it can't start trying to attack, the few lucky people who didn't fall into the hole.
Hey, look at that. Halfling's not very dexterous, man. Like the ground collapsing.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. You didn't see any halflings surviving tremors for a reason. All right. Daemion, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Gib.
Yeah, tell me what's going on with the mayor and the priest in the door.
They're just
He
kind
looks
of
over.
like dumbfounded. As far as your detect magic, once the ground kind of collapsed underneath you, obviously all the magic kind of shown by the devotion of the halflings is now gone. The door has like dimmed significantly, but it is still glowing. And then nothing from the cleric or the mayor. They've just, kind of panicked.
Okay. So the door is still shut.
The door
It hasn't,
is still
like, swung
shut.
open or anything like
No,
that.
it's still shut, and it is like glowing still. Like maybe it's a kind of like aggregate thing. The longer it goes, brighter, brighter, brighter.
Yeah.
Something has begun that, depending on your knowledge of halfling religion, probably looks unfinished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, Gib is actually just going to. He's just gonna run up to the spider,
Okay.
and he's gonna give it an old standard attack.
All right.
Yeah.
Because why the hell not?
Why?
15 hit.
It does.
Okay, great. So it's gonna take 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I get some divine strike damage going on here. It is gonna take an additional 10 radiant damage.
Okay. The crunching's still going to be the same. There's going to be a slight air of burnt hair and strange kind of burnt sweetness as the radiant energy just blasts through this abnormally blue spider. And it's going to fall upside down, and the legs are even going to like come in like this.
Great.
All right, Gib, anything else?
No.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Sure thing.
Ooh.
13.
Okay.
Gib got a 21.
So I rolled a 19 for
Okay.
28 total.
You are all going to hear the mayor or the cleric insist to the mayor that they must continue with the ceremony. And after her not kind of being really aware of what's going on and him having to, kind of jar her back to reality. Yes, we must. This is exactly the kind of evil we're trying to prevent.
Wait, Manny, is it the entire village? Was the entire village there?
Maybe?
Like,
Genocidal fucking
so
game.
what are they now trying to defend against? Or who are they trying to defend? And Gib yells this out to them. They're like, everyone's gone. Who are you trying to defend?
Us!
Get behind us. We'll take care of you.
And so they're gonna go back to it. Clearly their hearts are not in it as it was like before when it was everybody and they weren't, at the bottom of a hole. But they begin back, and then as you can, in your, peripheral vision, Gib, you're gonna see the kind of magical aura come back to them, also very faint. And as it does so, the door is going to get just a tiny little bit brighter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that is the cleric and the mayor's turn. Boom, boom, boom. Back up to the top with Banquo. You got one spider left. It's all the way across the way. And now the mayor and the cleric have begun the ritual again.
Oh, let's really quickly get rid of this little pissant spider thing. So give him the old triple blast.
Okay.
Be a 28, a crit, and a 25. As he sends off a regular normal powered Eldritch Blast for 36 force damage. And just for shits and giggles, I'll also knock him back 30 feet.
Did you ever see that Mythbusters where they put like the rocket sled and tried to shoot it into like a tiny little Ford car, and the rockets were so powerful it just absolutely like obliterated the car? Like it turned into like nothing. It was great. It's one of the coolest things on Mythbusters. For those of you who have seen it and do get that analogy, just the concussive blast of Banquo's Eldritch Blast just obliterate this spider into like absolute dust that just gets kind of carried off in the nighttime breeze.
Yeah, and he's like barely looking. He's looking at these hobbits like, are these motherfuckers serious? Dun, dun, dun. What are we even doing here? And that will end his turn.
Okay. The cleric and the mayor are going to continue. They're a little more into the groove. Gib, you'll still see their kind of aura glowing the door as well, getting ever so brighter. And they've begun the kind of stomping portion of the ritual once again. And knowing very clearly that it is not caused by these two little halflings, the ground begins to rumble. That same deep, familiar sound comes again. And I am once again asking you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Bernie.
To clarify, is this again from like ground rumbling?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So I don't even know why I rolled last time.
You've got a 6.
Oh, no.
Make it an 11.
You've got an 11.
Okay. Banquo, what'd you get?
9.
9.
But I'm also using flighty boots.
You have
Okay.
flying boots.
Okay.
I used my bardic inspiration dice for a 24 total.
Okay. All right.
Rolled a 10 on the bardic dice. I think I would have failed if I hadn't rolled. So 14 on the d20.
The sinkhole grows larger.
Yay.
Gib, not prepared. Maybe you're too focused on the door and what's going on over there. The ground's going to slip underneath you. Give me an athletics check. Athletics check, please.
$19.
Okay. You are going to just be hanging on.
Mm-hmm. Is it like dark in this hole?
Yeah.
Okay, then I am going to use one of my slots for Steps of the Night, which or if we're gonna do a turn, or I can wait.
Yeah.
Basically, give myself a flying speed.
And then for everybody else who, oh wait, hold on. Who else didn't? Oh, Banquo, you got float. Okay. So everybody else kind of put yourselves where you would be. Yeah. Right where I was. And as the ground opens up again, Gib, you're going to be looking around. You're grabbing onto like just like an out piece of rock that you managed to grab onto as the ground fell underneath you. Mm-hmm. And towards, I guess, your right, like towards where the pathway to the door is, you are going to see skeletal figures that are decked out in just the most insane looking plate armor you've ever seen. That this frail skeletal frame should not be able to maintain this bulky, immense suit of armor. There are two of them. As they get closer, you are going to recognize the suit of armor as being made of the same material as the bracer that you found at the shop.
Is this like I'm holding on and just like looking over my shoulder?
You're going to, like I said, yeah.
And be like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're just
shit.
going to have to look over to the side. And just like the spiders, just scaling the sheer rock face, making their way up to the top. All right. To everybody else, Daemion, you're going to get a really good look because it's going to come up next to you. Banquo, you can, I guess, kind of still be where you were. You can be over here somewhere.
Just doing floaty stuff.
Daemion and Banquo, you were definitely going to recognize these suits of armor.
Those guys, huh? The Guardians.
They're going to make their ways out. They're going to crawl up. And they are just going to turn and look. Number one, especially, is as soon as he kind of was aware, made the last couple of like motions to climb up with his head completely fixated on Daemion, gets to the top, pushes himself up, instantly turns and just makes a straight beeline for Daemion. Okay. That's going to be a 24 and then a crit.
Silvery barbs.
On the crit, I take it? Still going to be a 21 to hit. But no crit.
Yeah, it won't get it done.
What? 21 doesn't get it done? Oh,
No.
wait, like 22 or something, right?
23.
Fuck. Damn, I was happy. I
How
was proud of
How
myself.
long have you
too.
known me?
I don't know,
23
man.
is low for me.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait a second. I was like, I don't know why I thought. I was like, man, 19, I'm in there. Oh, wait, no.
It's
all right.
either nothing or it's like 30.
I mean, I don't very roll like 30. All right, so this one is going to turn. Number one's going to make two swings at Daemion and miss. This one's going to walk over to Umdar. Same dealy. It's going to be a 23 and a 28.
Hit and hit.
8, 13, 16. You're going to take 26 slashing damage. $13 necrotic damage.
Oh, shit.
And going to come through slash, and after the second slash, put a freezing cold bony hand on your shoulder, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, you're gonna be good. The cold, like searing cold touch is gonna be intense, and it feels Umdar's spiritual. You're gonna feel as if this thing was trying to steal a part of your essence, like a literal part of who you were.
Okay.
And it's gonna take its hands off. That's going to be it for their turns. Bang, bang, bang.
Touch indeed.
Good.
Are these positions accurate? Like, did that thing hit me with like a 10-foot reach?
Oh no, I meant to move it. So, boom.
All right.
Umdar, it is actually your turn.
Umdar is actually feeling a little bit weak. She realized now that perhaps an opportunity to rest before this evening's affair would have been good, but was not in the apparently was not in the cards. She will, she'll attempt to whack this guy. So it's kind of hold her staff like a baseball bat and swing the end with the amethyst work, trying to strike at this guy's head.
Okay.
Ooh, crit.
Ooh, nice.
So that will be before I do the damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. I think these boys be hardy. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling confident. 19. Feeling all right.
Okay. Yeah, pass. So it's going to be 9 bludgeoning damage, and then swing the staff one more time. 22 to hit.
Yep.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to pass that with a 27.
Okay. 12 more damage.
Okay.
Gonna keep going back and forth. 28 to hit.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
25 or hold on. 25.
Yeah. It's gonna be 11 more damage,
Okay.
and then did I mess that up again? It should only have been 2 of those saving throws because my follow-up attacks have to be unarmed strikes. So,
You can still stunning strike on an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I was like, plus, I was like, I saved anyway, so. Yeah.
I thought it had to be a simple or.
Nope. Basically, every single one of Monk's abilities will work with an unarmed strike.
So can say shot.
Well, except for the
So-
one subclass of Monk that specializes in weapons.
So stunning strike, the way it reads on my character sheet is when you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Your fist
Unarmed
counters-
strikes are melee weapon
I
attacks.
For
thought
monks.
they were separate. Oh, okay.
No, for
They're-
monks.
I see. It's a monk feature.
Well, no, it's 5e has really stupid language. There are melee weapon attacks and attacks with melee, weapons.
Yeah.
And those are 2 different things.
Okay.
It's
Understood.
fucking Wizards of the Coast shit.
Yeah, melee is just a non-ranged attack. It's like
Got it.
material and material.
Melee being one-on-one combat. Okay.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
All right. Well, then in that case, follow up with a kick. 25 to hit.
Yes.
Constitution saving throw and 6 more damage.
25 and 6 more damage.
Guys.
They'd be hardy.
Yeah.
They'd be hardy. Right.
All right. Umdar's kind of might need to duck out of here. So. Ooh. It's gonna be a. No, it's a bonus action. Do that. Okay, that'll end her turn.
Okay.
She's not gonna make a run for it.
All right. Standing firm. Love it. All right. Was the spider's turn. Daemion.
First things first, assuming that Gib is not going to resist, Peduncle is going to grab him with his newfound claws by like the armor or something, I don't know, and deposit him over here.
mean, he's in full plate. You could just drop him on the skeleton.
I thought about that, but that, like, God forbid I drop you on the skeleton, you bounce off and fall in the hole. Like, just gonna place you next to this shrub.
Just a little inland, buddy. Let's be careful next time.
You know what? Just for safety's sake, let's say here. Actually, give you the choice. And then before continuing on, we're gonna take one swipe at this guy.
The whole time between the time you like took off to grab Give, move around and place him down, this thing has met or tried to have you meet its gaze the entire way.
Yeah, I mean, bring it on, douchebag. Come and get me. Oh, that was so close. 22
Yes.
hits. All right. Do you need any damage types?
No necrotic, no poison, like immunity.
Okay. Does not affect me then.
Okay.
So that's going to be
paladin,
20
Yeah.
20 damage.
Necrotic damage, yeah, no worries, fam. I'm good. All right.
And then we're going to shoot over to here. I'm assuming Skeleboy is going to take offense to me leaving him.
He's going to take offense to a nat 1, so not really. Not really.
Well, he certainly tried to take offense.
Like the weakest like SWAT ever.
But we will we'll follow it up with a matching attack to number 2 here.
Okay.
God, man, those 20s just keep turning into other numbers at the last second. Does a 20 get it done?
Yes.
All right. Let's see some better damage on this one, I hope. Oh, those look really good. Not bad. 30.
Okay.
Love to see it.
As you make your way over, this one now intently focused on you, and you're just gonna, just waylay into it. Aside from like the physical force of your attack, are you hitting with a melee weapon?
Yeah, that was my sword.
Okay. So, like, aside from, like, the physical impact and the actual physics involved in the exchange, they make no sign of, like, grimacing, pain, anything like that. It's just the kind of physical shock, and then they straighten themselves back up, meeting your gaze, like, ever intent at protecting their charge.
Yeah, honestly, I'm getting used to that by now.
Okay.
It seems like everything we fight feels no pain.
Yeah, sorry.
But beyond that, Peduncle's gonna try his shot. Though these things seem a little more difficult to hit. Oof, yeah, that's an 8, which I imagine will miss.
It will not.
And that's an 11. You
Also
tried,
no.
buddy.
Also no. Look, man, individual digits are hard to manage. Hoof's it's a blunt object, easy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
He's got someone riding him, he's flying,
Yeah.
he's attacking, he's carrying people.
Bro, it's like your first day of puberty. Now everybody wants something. Like, get off of me.
Wow, was that
That's
what
all
it's
right.
like for you?
I don't know.
Kind of very different
As
experience.
soon as it came out, I was like, fuck, dude. That was like the worst analogy. Is that really what you came up with, writer boy? All right, Peduncle's got a lot going on. Let's focus back on his ineffectiveness and not my my problems.
Either way, though, that'll get it done.
Okay. Gib, ever so gently placed by Peduncle's new digits, away from the danger, as you are no longer consumed by the rituals and the such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Gib is going to just place his hand on his amulet that he wears around his chest, and he's
Okay.
going to mutter a little prayer and attempt to turn undead.
Okay.
I need a wisdom. I believe it's wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
Feeling pretty good. Ah, shit. What was it?
DC 17.
No, 16. Damn.
Okay.
At +7, let me down.
Yeah. So yeah, they need to run away from me.
Okay.
Ooh, love to hear that.
Yeah. If they're challenge rating 3 or below, they get destroyed.
No.
I don't think they are, but
Most assuredly not.
Yep.
All right. One of them or both of them? How's that work?
It's a 30-foot radius, so all.
Okay.
So both of them, I believe, are in this.
All right. So number 1 definitely failed. Let me do number 2 then. Number 2 is gonna save.
Okay.
All right, and it's one of those where they have to. It's not they can't get any closer to you. It's that they have to like actively get like the clearest path to get the fuck away from you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
They gotta get the hell out of here.
Okay.
In the Evil Dead where Army of Darkness.
Like
Get the hell out of here.
Like right now, they have to use like their reaction to do it, or how's that work?
A creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. So I guess it just has to.
Okay, so it'll be
literally has to dash.
Okay.
The only action it can take is a dash.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Anything else?
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just move to the center here, and I'm gonna just kind of stay in the center. I'm gonna keep praying. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move back. I don't know if this hole's gonna get any bigger.
All right. You're gonna be, down in a little bit of a decline, like under, like kind of ground level. You're gonna be closer to the mayor and to the cleric, and they both, once again, completely shocked by this larger hole opening up, are going to once again kind of confer and come to the determination that they need to continue with the ritual. Ooh, what do we got going on here?
I messed it up. I was trying to measure my my aura, but I'm not used to using the fucking circle tool in owlbear.
That's not bad. For owlbear. And they're gonna start up once again. Gib, you're gonna hear this time starting from a better place than they did last time. The glowing door is now obvious to even those without detect magic. There's a faint glow coming from the door. Mayor, cleric's turn. All right, Banquo, back up to you.
All right. I guess we're just gonna take the easy way and yeah, what the hell? I'll take some disadvantage on it. I'll walk over his head and land on the other side of him. And I will hit him with at least a single triple shot of Eldritch Blast. That'll be a low of 15 to hit.
Okay, now.
17?
No.
29.
29, yes. You're saying
All right.
that like there wasn't a chance.
Oh, those weren't at disadvantage. Hold on. Let's see if that 19, 13 plus 23.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so it would have hit. So he takes 14, no, it's a 9. 14 force damage, and he gets knocked back 10 feet.
Okay. So that's going to put him here.
All right, and then I'll do it again. Straight shots this time.
Okay.
Another 17, 15, and 14. All three miss.
Yeah. And just like Gib, when it kind of slid over the side, it's going to, desperately reach for something, and it's actually going to grasp on. But it's just like Gib, just kind of dangling there, holding itself up.
Okay.
All right.
That'll end my turn.
Okay. Let's go back. All right. This one is going to use. We'll basically say it's prone mechanically. So it's going to use half its movement speed to pull itself up. And then it is going.
Are we talking about number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will take 14 thunder damage.
Ouch. Okay. It is going to take its 2 swings. It's going to take its 2 swings at Daemion. Come on. Never mind. Number 1. Oh, number 1 has to take its dash. So.
Which will also cause it to take 14 thunder damage.
Oh, damn it. Son of a bitch. All right. So it's going to like be over here somewhere. 14.
14.
Okay. All
What's the
right.
mechanic for that, Raz?
Booming Blade.
Oh, nice.
If it moves willingly, it takes damage.
I was gonna say that's why you hit one and then hit the other. I got it. Okay, sorry. All right, that's gonna be it for the Guardians. Umdar, it is you.
Umdar will actually, from where she is, she'll use her last dragon, Breath of the Dragon. Oh no, she's got a couple more. So it'll be dexterity saving throw.
I'm guessing no.
It's 17 to.
No, 14.
Okay. So Umdar will open up with a bout of flame for 8, 15, 17 fire damage.
You're gonna blast this dragon's breath. Is it actual fire?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a fire breath weapon
Okay.
attack.
You are going to see, this intense dragon fire, usually known to scorch, if not at least singe, anything put in front of it. And this armor just stands perfectly pat, as if nothing's happening to it, or if you're just blasting it with like a spray bottle of water. The contents of said armor, not so lucky. The bones are just going to turn black and just brittle like charcoal and just fall away, leaving clang, clang, this enormous yet empty suit of armor on the ground.
Interesting. In that case, I will use my bonus action. No, I'm not going to be able to make another attack. If I use my bonus action, how far away is that thing? I could probably just run over there. Oh, is the second one already dead?
The one in front of you is dead. The other one is all the way around the far end from having to run away from Gib.
Son of a bee sting.
No, you're good?
Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. All right. Daemion, it is you.
Daemion is under no such compulsion. He can easily close that gap now. So let's just focus fire this guy.
Okay.
With any luck, he will not survive this turn. That's a 30 to hit.
Yes.
Whoa, dice lag. There we go. So it'll be 30 damage.
What's the ping on D&D Beyond?
Good question. The next one's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
For 22 damage.
Okay.
And Peduncle will take his shot. An 18.
18 gets it done.
Nice. Ooh, 15
Okay.
damage from Peduncle.
All right.
And one more if necessary.
Yes, but barely.
Come on, Peduncle. Oh, no.
No.
It's a 8.
No. This skeleton, despite, not having eyes, and just, kind of an automated, corpse, looks really run down, postures sagging. It's not vigilantly holding its sword like it once was. But no matter what, it is just doing its best to just stare Daemion square in the eyes. Daemion, that's it?
That's it.
Okay. Gib.
Yeah, Gib can't close that gap. So he's just gonna walk over to the mayor and the cleric, and he's like, "You gotta stop this madness. There's nobody left. You don't need to do this." And he's like yelling. It's getting very feisty.
Are you wearing like anything that would signify you as like a holy man? Would an average person perceive you to be a cleric?
Yeah, well, I just turned undead, right? I was whispering prayers to Salune. I feel like he's very cleric-y.
I believe Turn Undead uses a holy symbol, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess persuasion, unless you want to yell at them, or do you want to try to rationalize with them?
No,
unless it doesn't matter.
I don't know. There's no rationalization. I'm not exactly the best in that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to be nice about it. I'm just gonna.
Then give me an intimidation with advantage. You look like a man who knows a little bit about religious ceremonies, and in your opinion, this thing has gone tits up. Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 12.
We know of no other way to save what is left of not only our people, but yourselves as well.
We can take care of ourselves. Oh man. Okay, so I guess is the they're still praying. Anything different with the door?
It's noticeably pretty bright.
Okay.
As
right.
in everything, like I said, in kind of an aggregate way. Just the longer they continue, a little brighter, a little brighter, a little brighter.
All right, I'm gonna try something if you allow me.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
On these two. At second level.
Oh no! Now Manny has to decide how much HP they have.
Thanks for calling me out, but yes.
I understand the mindset. That's not the kind of thing I would have planned for either.
How does it work? Whatever you roll, that's for each of them, or?
No, it's a total. So
okay.
I roll for first level, it would be 5d8, and then I get to add an extra 2d8 for it being second level. So 7d8. Dice.
And then it affects whoever has the lowest HP first and goes from there.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 28.
Okay.
Not a great roll, but not.
these two are obviously the true believers, right? This hole is open twice. Everybody they know, as far as they know, is at the bottom of this hole, yet they've continued. And as you stand there and they insist upon continuing, the mayor is going to just do her best little like finger point to try to, exert some authority that she may have, her authority. And she sticks this tiny little halfling finger, like essentially probably like belly button high. You listen. And she's just going to face plant. Like R2-D2. Just down. Clerics, I can't continue without her. I need at least one other person to retrieve the artifact. Gib, are you good?
Yeah, I've run out.
Okay. Okay, so the mayor is sleepy sleep. The cleric's kind of dumbfounded. There's a stillness, crickets, like everything at this kind of quiet, like you can even hear the kind of tides from off on the other side of this tiny little island. Right up until the ground begins to shake once again. And the deep underfoot rumble once again just crescendos. And guess what? Dexterity saving throw. Daemion, you're going to be good. Yeah. Daemion, you're going to be good. Everybody else, dexterity saving throw, please. Oh, you're always good, so don't worry about me.
Did we put down the number one mech thing?
Nope.
Okay. I have a 22.
Okay.
13.
You've got a 7.
Okay. So Banquo, floaty boots. Umdar saves. I think. Gib, you're gonna be okay. Gib, you're gonna be okay. Let me put the
sort of up here, right?
Yeah, let me. It's like over here somewhere. Okay. The ground's gonna open up once again, and just as the cleric all right, all the Z's are going to indicate that she's asleep. Just as the cleric says, I won't be able to continue the ritual to retrieve the artifact, this sinister laugh is going to echo from the chasm as another undead in the same blue armor is going to crawl their way up. You'll notice pieces of this armor are incomplete. And in fact, it is missing a bracer.
The left or the right one?
The right one.
Oh.
And it's going to crawl up and just have this maniacal laugh. And as he climbs up, he's going to display a very large orb in his hand. His eyes, non-existent, are just going to be just the most brilliant sapphire blue light shooting from his eye sockets as it laughs in this like echoey, nasally voice. I've been chasing you since we just missed each other in Mirabar. We have unfinished business. may Illithrax's true champion prevail. He's going to turn. Now behold the ultimate power of the beacon. He's going to raise his arms, and up from the hole is going to fly Sapphire Dragon. Meet the Paladin's gaze. And as he looks, the dragon looks. He moves an arm, the dragon moves an arm. Takes a couple of steps forward, the dragon takes a couple of steps forward.
I don't like it.
And he's going to do this, he's going to look over at Daemion in the distance. You have merely scratched the surface of what this is capable of, while you seek it and speak to it and hear what it says. I have attuned to it. I command this ultimate weapon. Now behold the power of the true champion of Illithrax as the destruction of this world begins today. And we're going to leave it right there for tonight.
Ah!
Damn.
You guys know the third guy?
Nope. But from context, you know, kind of obvious who he's working for.
Sure. Champion of Illithrax.
Yeah. So, all right. That is episode 25, a Dynasty Reacquainted. For those who picked up on that. All right. So that's been our very big episode tonight. Like I said, we're doing this on an off night. I want to make sure that these guys get as much time to talk about themselves, for being great and flexible and just kind of dealing with the ups and downs of having a dungeon master who's a caterer. You guys are great. Hope you guys had fun tonight. I actually rewrote this whole session just last night. The one before this was boring as shit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, we watched them role play these great characters for this entire episode. Behind them are even better people. We give them this chance to talk a little bit about themselves. I'll do a little channel business, and then we will get out of here and let you get back to your Monday night. Let us start with, let's just go down the line. Eric, so Gib, you're trying these people, very fervent in their beliefs here. They're trying to open this door and to get this thing that they think is going to protect them. And now something seems to have beaten them to it. And it doesn't look good. So how's Gib feeling in this exact situation? And do you wish maybe you had stepped in to stop the ritual earlier?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. The ritual doesn't seem all that connected to the sinkhole, at least now. So, yeah. So I think, Gibb he's understandably, he's trying to do two things at once, right? He's trying to protect people, but he's also trying to, get them to realize that, what they're doing might be futile. So it's not really working out as well as he had hoped, but he's given the old, technical college try, right? So, yeah.
All right. And then tell us about our friend Eric.
Yeah. Super pumped. That was a great cliffhanger. Very, very cool. So very excited for next week. I'm really glad we got to do this on Monday. I actually really like playing D&D on Monday nights. I feel like it starts my week off right. It's giving me something to look forward to at the end of the first crappy work day. So pretty happy to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I got through. That's exactly how I got through my work day today.
Yeah. Cool session.
Awesome. We slide over to our paladin, who was all about the Zoom chat, calling this a cult. Still on board with that?
I mean, honestly, with how fanatically devoted they were, even after seeing the whole town fall into a hole, to just trying to finish whatever they're doing. I have no idea if it's important or not, but the way they're acting about it, yeah, they're definitely a cult. And I'm curious to see how they react to the appearance of a big-ass sapphire dragon.
I mean,
that could get weird.
it's basically what we do here. All right, and then tell us about our boy Raz.
Yeah, I feel like the fates have been conspiring against us as far as getting to meet for this damn game.
Yeah.
Everyone's been sick or having, important life events or contradictions, conflicts. It's been a shit show, but we're still managing to get together and continue this story, and I think that says something about us.
Agreed. And like I said, I you guys are amazing, and thank you for helping me. Like, sometimes I look at this as just selfishly that I need this, so I'm glad you guys are here for me, and I'm glad that I guess it feels kind of mutual, so that's awesome. Thanks, buddy. All right. Our soldier scholar, who was very not happy with the perception of Sergey and his abilities. Yeah, Banquo, how's that going?
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but that's okay. It's we'll see how far that gets him, I guess.
Right. And then so what do you think? It's gotten bad, huh?
Say that again?
It's gotten bad?
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right, awesome. And then tell us about our boy Nick.
Yeah, I am been on your show for more than a year and a half now, and it's been great. It's I met Tim through your server, and through Tim I met Eric, and so it's really cool to have been able to bring them into this game and kind of bring those worlds together of gaming. Really enjoyed this campaign a lot. I'm really glad that we've stuck through it too. I know there's a couple times where it seemed like it could fall apart, but I didn't want to let that happen. I'm having too much fun.
Agreed, man. Thank you guys for kind of dealing with it. And I know like a lot of it is me because my work-life balance sucks at times. But thank you guys for coming through. And last and not least, potential Dragon Cult founder, chief creative officer, and perhaps finder of or recoverer of artifacts. All right, so Umdar, you've now seen your second dragon. Depending on your perspective, up close maybe, potentially a lot closer. So what are we thinking about the cult here? Still, yeah? You look at this awesome thing and go, fuck yeah, I want to be in charge of that.
Yeah, that orb is looking pretty sweet. I want to get my hands on one of those. Feeling a little greedy, collecting, going on a little bit of a collector fiend here, but I don't know, I might have to... I know I'm worried that my friends think I'm going to take this too far, but I really want that orb.
All right, and then tell us about our friend Tim.
Sure. I just want to echo all the gratitude for the people sticking through and making sure that this game happens. Really happy that we got to play tonight, knowing that it was going to be difficult to make it happen later in the week. So. Yeah, really appreciate you running these games, Manny, and keeping me a part of it all these months into it. So thank you.
All right. Thanks, you guys. All right. So that's going to be it for us on this special Monday edition of Dynasty of Dragons. You'll still be able to join us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time for our regular scheduled Tuesday show, What Lurks Below, where I get to be a player. So hell yeah. And then join us Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time for a brand new episode of Legacy of Blood, as we kind of get towards the tail end of that like mini series, emphasis on that. That's going to do it for us tonight. To my players, thank you guys for moving your schedules around. I had an amazing time. I hope you did too. To everybody who watched, our good friends, Hay Wilson and Wiley Hobbit, thank you for stopping by. I miss you guys. And then to everybody else, thanks for watching. We'll see you again Tuesday night or Friday night. In the meantime, I love Dungeons & Dragons and the people who play it. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.